One color, one mark, one legend. 1934, the Nürburgring, the Silver Arrows are born. The Mercedes W25 is 1 kilo too heavy. The mechanics scratch off the white paint and Manfred von Brauchitsch races to victory.
Der Silberpfeil von Manfred von Brauchitsch gewinnt das Eifelrennen 1934.
What began back then is now gospel. A Mercedes racing car is silver. Michael Schumacher and Nico Rosberg have inherited this legend, a tradition that's now 77 years old.
Also es macht auf jeden Fall stolz.
It certainly makes you proud as a German to be in a German works team. That's really something.
Schon eine heiße Nummer und dann auch noch in einem
And on top of that, in a Silver Arrow, a Mercedes, I can't imagine anything better.
Ich nichts Besseres vorstellen.
Mercedes in Sindelfingen, the design center. This is where the paintwork process begins. At the heart of things, the power wall. 7 projectors and over 20 square meters of screen. High-end technology to create a thing of beauty.
The Powerwall is our window into the virtual world where we can show and present digital cars, and especially in one-to-one scale, so we can look at the cars in full scale. And the specification of the Powerwall is that we have a very high resolution, so 4 times HD resolution, so 4 times what you have in digital cinema today, and also in a very high contrast.
On the Powerwall, there are no limits. The Mercedes GPW02 can be depicted on any circuit, in different weather conditions and lighting, in an enclosed space or under open skies. Every section, no matter how small, is brought into perspective. From the outset, a creative process.
In Sindelfingen are the first designs developed and was on the workstation, on the Powerwall and so on. And we have developed the color paint with the additives, with the effects and so on.
3D or 2D, the thickness of the shading using paint or decals. The lettering for the sponsors gets created, designed and tested. Another decisive point is selection of the appropriate shade of paint.
Not all silvers are the same. Here's a matte silver and here's a gloss one. And the gloss silver comes out with much more brilliance on the car. It stands out better from the track and has a greater impact on TV in shots of the starting grid.
The results are now presented to the team management and drivers. First impressions.
Yeah, it was the first time that I saw this year's car. It was on the Powerwall. And I think the Mercedes Design Center in Sindelfingen did a fantastic job because the car really looks cool.
At the Mercedes factory in Brackley, England, the livery is then applied. In the paint shop, over 25 different body parts are painted to create a single unit.
We have a left side and a right side, and then we discuss and we decide which side is the best one, and then we make the whole body, the whole car in Brackley, and then we have the finish of the car.
One of the key aspects in the process, the weight of the paint. Formula One is unforgiving, and 1 gram too much could be decisive. This season alone, around 30,000 litres of paint will be used for the whole team. A colour that represents a team and an entire company, and that fills not only the drivers with pride. Today's boss was a big fan of the silver cars, even way back when.
Well, when I was a schoolboy, I used to make little slot cars, and some of the old Silver Arrows I used to build as slot cars. So I think the 156, the 125, all those I used to make as little slot cars. So they're cars I know quite well, and I was quite fond of them when I was a boy.
A fondness shared by many motor racing fans, and one that's endured from that first race at the Nürburgring through to this day. One colour, one mark, one legend.